You could not ask for a better Saturday for softball in College Station. And it's hard to beat the matchup that we have here today. The second-ranked Texas A&M Aggies playing host to the number 9 Arkansas Razorbacks. It is game 2 of the series here on the SEC Network. We start by looking at the SEC standings. The Texas A&M Aggies a half game behind the Oklahoma Sooners for the 9th start of the year. But issues a 4-pitch walk immediately to Reagan Johnson. And Johnson has speed. Arkansas does not run a lot, but Johnson herself will come to the plate. And that is exactly where Sydney Lessentine will be to start her day. 2 walks. And here comes Ellis with those. Got Ellis to pop up to shallow center field. Coming in is Allie Enright, and that's about as big an out as a freshman can get.
Yeah, you said it, Will. She's going to work the rise and curve, and then she'll drop in a changeup here and there.
Center field, Ella McDowell. Allie Enright makes the play. Reagan Johnson bluffed going to third base, and the throw went over there. A&M's West Campus. Wyckoff a ground ball to KK DeMint, and Arkansas will strand 2. Couple of walks start the inning. Amari Harper, who is having a terrific season. KK DeMint in the lineup again today. Nice bunt by Kennedy Powell, and she is on first as a leadoff hitter. Now wait a minute, they're calling her back to home plate. Quick throw and a collision at first base, and Bree Ellis is down on the errant throw by Ella McDowell. Ellis now up.
Got Maya Perez to the plate in the bottom of the 7th.
Runner goes in there. Kennedy Powell. Powell 19 for 19 on her stolen base attempts this year. And a big pitch by Courtney Burnham, a call, strike 3 to Amari Harper. Maya Perez goes the opposite way. It's going to get into foul territory, trying to run it down, and Reagan Kramer gets there. Hit that well to right, and A&M out to the initial lead, 2-0. Mac Barbara, 9th home run of the season.
Well, how about Mac Barbara getting her hands elevated through that up pitch? Sends it over the right field wall, 72 miles an hour off the bat. Gets the Aggies on the board, 2-0 here at the bottom of the 1st.
Coco Woolley the opposite way. That will end the inning, but the Aggies strike first with the 2-run homer. The Women's College World Series. You would get a regional at home, and should you advance, you would host a super regional as well. This is hit well to left field, but close to the track. Kramer Eshte will make the catch off the bat. Feels like something rides with every pitch as we go down the stretch in regular season and SEC play, and stretching out, getting back to the track to make that grab, Allie Enright.
When Emily Levitt's stuff is on, which she's just seemed to find that a little bit more consistency this season, Trisha Ford feels like she can go to her in these situations.
Running that down in right field, Amari Harper. Followed by KK DeMint, and then Dee Dee Baldwin, the freshman who catches today for A&M. Ground ball by Enright immediately, and she's thrown out by Carly Davis. KK Dement, the freshman, who had 3 RBIs last night, but a check swing here and an easy play for Carly Davison. Count. And she draws a walk, 2-out base runner for A&M. Coming in left field, Reagan Kramer. She'll make the catch. That will end the inning. Through 2, A&M 2. Had to dash to the finish, but Arkansas ended up holding on for the 7-5 win. That's a nice play by Coco Woolley to get Kennedy Miller. These numbers coming into the series. Got to hurry if you're Woolley because of the speed, and she got her. And immediately Reagan Johnson's asking for a replay. But over into foul territory, Kennedy Powell and Emily Levitt continues to cruise for the Aggies. A&M stays out in front 2-0.
Ready for the SEC tournament and then, of course, the NCAA tournament.
Kennedy Powell, Carly Davison had to back up on that, but she makes the play. Popped up foul territory. Ella McDowell will retire Amari Harper.
Opponents.
And we mentioned this last night. I mean, you can't find a blemish in the A&M resume. There just is none. There's no such thing as a bad loss. It's all good wins. They're pushing for first place in the SEC. Strength of schedule's immaculate.
Right. Not the most in sync chant I've heard collectively from Davis Diamond or Bluebell Park. But they're still going.
But they'll get the put you into a trance. That goes to the backstop as they'll get to ball 10 now. So the pinch runner, Scout Lovell, moves to third. Mac Barbara goes to second. Aggies to the plate this inning. Then the 2 walks. Hard hit and a bit of contact out there at shortstop, but Rio throws out Coco Woolley.
Or foul off a couple shots down the left field line.
That's off speed, and Ellis got into this one off the light pole. And she provides the electricity for this Arkansas offense, and she has just gone yard again. 23rd home run of the year for Bree Ellis.
Well, it was only a matter of time for Bree Ellis. This one hangs a little bit too much over the plate. Still on that inner half. You see Ellis keeps her hands in, stays in her legs. Is able to hit that one off the light post in left field. The least amount of mistakes is going to come away with a win.
Oh, this could be a terrific defensive play. Not in time at first base. What an effort by Coco Woolley. Could not quite get Ella McDowell. That'll be the second hit of the game for the Razorbacks.
Not in time and scoots by Maya Perez at first, but great effort by Woolley.
That hit the bag. That hopped up on Maya Perez and got into right field down the line. Arkansas with runners on the corners with nobody out. That was off the bat.
To do, which is keep the Razorbacks off the base paths.
Base hit into left field. Arkansas has tied the game. Courtney Day drives in Ella McDowell. 4 straight hits to start the 4th for the Razorbacks.
This one, middle, a little bit up in the zone. Day, the senior, continues to have a nice series at the plate. Sends this one to left, drives in a run, and ties this ball.
Nice pitch by Sydney Lesentine, and she got Natalia Rijo looking. Another looping type liner into right field. This one much easier on Amari Harper. She didn't have to move too far. 2 outs. To the backstop, so a couple of Razorbacks will be in scoring position. That makes this situation a bit bigger. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position in a 2-2 tie game. Chopped, and that'll end the inning. Powell throws out Miller. Arkansas gets 2, and they'll strand 2 in scoring position.
In minor league games, and I thought that was just the coolest thing I've heard in quite some time.
Nothing short of incredible. And her daughter just struck out, Allie Enright looking. Terrific story. And Kendall Burnham got Enright to start the inning, has KK DeMint down, a ball and 2 strikes. DeMint tried to go back up the middle. Natalia Rijo with a nice play, covering some ground. So it's a freshman matchup. Burnham in the circle, D.D. Baldwin at the plate. Trying to land that in shallow left, can't do it because Natalia Rijo covers more ground. Goes back into the shallow part of the out. Over us, probably for the rest of the schedule, for all of us in the SEC.
Right.
Got that into center field. It's a base hit for Reagan Johnson. Now, there's not a lot of time left, but there's still a lot to be decided. Stealing second base is Reagan Johnson. She's now 18 out of 20 this year on her stolen base attempts. That got under the glove of KK DeMint. A run is coming home. And again, an error rears its head on the Aggies. Another costly one. Johnson scores and Arkansas leads.
An uncharacteristic error here from KK DeMint at second, who's very sure-handed. Bleeds into shallow right, but no chance at getting the speedy Reagan Johnson.
For the lead on this Saturday. And a 4-pitch walk issued to Bree Ellis.
It was enough to get the Razorbacks a win in game 1.
Now a base hit to right field. Everybody will move up 1 base. Loaded with Razorbacks, nobody is out. Struck well to right field, over the head of Amari Harper. The Aggie defense has faltered in these last 2 days, and Arkansas will get a couple more. And I think this was misjudged by Harper in right field.
That ball well out of the zone. But Wyckoff stays through it. And Amari Harper misjudges this one.
They have changed that scoring of the last play. A&M's going to get McDowell in a rundown here and tag her out before she can get to home plate.
Never 100% satisfied. And I think obviously that's part of the winning, but
goes and gets the lead runner at third base, keeping her foot on the bag, Kennedy Powell, as she reached up. Munnerlyn gets the strikeout to end the inning. Munnerlyn, for the most part, does her job.
The Razorback offense able to provide some run support over the 4th and 5th.
Vrajel hit that hard, tough play for Carly Davison, and Vrajel will run likely the second hit of the game for A&M. Now a chance to get aboard right after Vrajel put herself on. This will be a much easier play for Carly Davison, and Powell not aboard, thrown out. Maya Perez back up the middle. That's a nice play, and the runner fell down at third base. Vrajel gets back. Nice play up the middle, or else Vrajel likely scores.
Here's an opportunity. And because of how dynamic of a hitter Coco Woolley can be with her speed,
Flown to left here, and under it, Reagan Kramer. Big pitch by Peyton Burnham, and she turns the Aggies away. Down 3, A&M. Strength 8 hitters to the plate in that 5th inning. 3-run frame in which they took the lead, and they keep swinging it. That almost got into center field. Thought it was going into center field, but that's how quick Coco Woolley is. Not an easy play. Kennedy Powell almost made it. With the speed of Reagan Johnson, she'll run.
was.
Trying to turn 2, not in time. Off the bat of Reagan Kramer, there's 2 outs now.
Box, we've seen her put out.
Now she's lifted one deep to left, off the top of the scoreboard, and she adds a couple more to it. 24th home run of the year for Bri Ellis, her second of the day. 7-2 Razorbacks.
Well, this one about belt high and over the middle of the plate. Bri Ellis able to do damage, 75 miles an hour off the bat. She provides so much power. And if that didn't hit off the top bar of the scoreboard, that estimated distance, 262 feet. That's an absolute.
2-0. Well out in front now and poised to take this series at number 2, A&M. Back up the middle and a base hit for Ella McDowell. McDowell 3 hits today. That's after a 3-run. Coming in, nice catch on the run by the new right fielder, Frankie Vrajel. But another Bri Ellis, that coveted top 8 national seed that they're looking for when the NCAA tournament field is selected. But a 4-pitch walk to start off the bottom of the 6th to Allie Enright. Dement skies this one very high to left, and Reagan Kramer is waiting on it. There's 1 out. A&M just the 3 hits today. Mac Barber, the 2-run homer in the first inning, and then a couple of. Over to it, Reagan Johnson, 2 outs. The Aggies get a leadoff walk, but have not been able to move Allie Enright yet. Chopped. Kind of came together on the left side of the infield, and the ball bounced away. McDowell and Rio. Into center field. What a catch by Reagan Johnson, and robs Kennedy Powell and keeps a run off the board, at least 1 run off the board. Reagan Johnson, what a play.
Reagan Johnson, great jump, full extension, robs Kennedy Powell of a big hit. Keeps the momentum with the Razorbacks as we head to the 7th.
Courtney Day, a solid weekend, keeps that going, leads off with a single here in the 7th.
Put in play, she's hitting hard.
Coco Woolley, nice job running that down, but she'll have no play off the bat of Italia Rijo. Arkansas not settling for 7. They're looking for some insurance here.
Right, some of these games, a lot of these games can end up being pretty high scoring.
Yeah, no doubt. So 1 out on the line out by Carly Davison. Into the glove. Top of the 7th, still looking for that insurance, still looking for that, what's been that magical 8th run for them. Line out. Ratcliffe hit it right at Kennedy Powell, 2 outs. Center field, run down out there. And the Aggies, last chance.
Is loaded. She's been pretty fearless in the circle today.
Oh, that's a nice stop by Ella McDowell. The Arkansas Razorbacks flashing some leather in the last couple of innings. She does walk 1 pitch later. Mac Barber got that through the right side, base hit. Last night, A&M trailed 7. Left center field, running that down is Reagan Kramer. Would be 2.5 games back of first place. So the Razorbacks still looming out there. 4-pitch walk to Allie Enright. But all that I just gave you is predicated on Arkansas finishing this off. Burnham has pitched well. She's trying to finish it off. But she walks Dement. That will bring a run home. That is the 8th walk today by Burnham. But again, 2 of those are intentional walks. It's 7-3. The bases are still loaded. So the tying run will come to the plate. Check swing, pitch up high. She didn't go around. A walk by Baldwin, and another run comes home. Looped left field, sliding and making the catch, Reagan Kramer, and that will end it. And the Razorbacks take the series. They win it last night 7-4, and on this Saturday, they win it last night 7-5. On this Saturday, they take it 7-4, and the Razorbacks get the series over second-ranked A&M.
Well, the bats came alive for the Razorbacks without a doubt in Game 2. They take the series here and will look to try and get the sweep tomorrow on the road against the second-ranked Aggies.
For Donna Con